Well, beer, I like beer. I drank it every day of the year. I drank it any time that you're on my mind. I like beer. I keep a case there in the cooler. I got a tall boy in my boot.
Greetings, this is Spec Ops 56 and my fellow booze hound John, coming to you with beer review number 179. This is the NoDa Brewing Cheerwine Ale. Now I assume it's pronounced NoDa because it's N, capital N, little O, capital D, little A, NoDa Brewing. Bought this at Total Wine. I've got it. Now I failed to write down at the time the details on this, so I'm estimating here. This came out in February of this year, or 2023 I should say. So I bought it at Total Wine when it first came out. I first saw it at Total Wine. So that would have been somewhere between February and March of 2023. Now at that time they were selling the 4-packs. Now they only have a 12-pack apparently. Their 12-packs are $23.99. So I'm assuming, in the best of my recollection, the 4-pack probably cost me about $8.99. That's what I'm thinking. Now, I want to say a couple things about Cheerwine itself. Cheerwine is a soda that I grew up on. But I could only have it occasionally because at the time it was only available in North Carolina where it was made. I'm talking about when I was a child growing up. And the only time I could ever get it was whenever we would travel up to Charlotte to visit my mother's best friend. And then I got my fill of Cheerwine. But you know, it's sold all over the place now. And the NoDa Brewing is in Charlotte, North Carolina. Say this, and they describe this as a uniquely southern wheat ale, crafted with the perfect touch of cherry, proudly presented from two family-owned companies in the Carolinas. Cheerwine Ale, which is great for craft beer novices and experts alike, is a smooth-drinking, well-balanced brew with a perfect amount of Cheerwine that doesn't overpower the beer's flavor. Now, the ABV is 5.2%, IBU's 18, the hops are Magnum, the yeast is American wheat, the malt is 2 Row Barley, WheatMALT, Carafoam, and Acidulated. And now, a few years ago, we did a review on Cheerwine soda. And so if you want to know more about that, then I'll have the link to that video in the description box below. So, now, it's got a pretty cool looking can. And John showed you that. So I'm going to go ahead and open this thing. Let's see what we get. I was almost expecting this thing to be red in color like Cheerwine, but I guess not. It's got plenty of head. Got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a total hand of head, at least my skinny hands. So, I'll give you a little bit of that, a little of that, and there we go. Okay, all right, and it's a hazy amber or gold color.
Got it.
And I think I see some solids floating around in there. Hard to tell. Come on around, John.
Okay.
Mm.
Get our nose full.
Yeah. I smell the Cheerwine.
Oh, I do too.
I smell the Cheerwine right up front. I wasn't expecting that.
It's a strong head.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I smell is the Cheerwine, which is a nice smell. I hope it tastes as much. It is.
Tastes like cherries.
I taste cherry flavor, but it's not a sweet cherry flavor.
No, it's a little dry for some reason.
It's that's probably partly due to the wheat.
Mm-hmm.
And I get a wheat ale note on the finish.
Yes.
It's well, I'm trying to think of how I'm trying to describe this.
You getting any malt flavor at all?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
And I'm not getting any sweetness to speak of, which is disappointing to me. I was hoping to get not just the Cheerwine cherry, but some of the sweetness. I knew being a wheat ale, it wasn't going to be that sweet, but I expected some sweetness, and I'm not getting it.
It's got just a hint. Overall, it's not bad.
I get the Cheerwine note up front, first thing. Then it gets a little bitter, and then I can taste the wheat at the end. I have to say I'm a bit disappointed. I was expecting a stronger, sweeter Cheerwine flavor.
But to me, the ale part is there.
Yes, the ale part is definitely it's definitely a wheat ale.
Yeah, it's very slightly wheat, well, sweet. I like it. It's not bad. What's your opinion?
I'm trying to decide on that.
Whether it's this or this?
Well, it could even be that.
Oh.
I don't know yet.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm disappointed because it doesn't have more of the Cheerwine sweet cherry flavor.
You're looking for the sweetness part.
It has a cherry flavor, but it's more of a tart cherry flavor. Or a dry cherry flavor.
Yeah, I noticed a little bit of dryness.
Not so much tart, I'd say more dry cherry flavor. It just doesn't have barely any sweetness. There's just the tiniest little note of sweetness at the beginning.
I think you were expecting a good deal of sweetness, and it's not there.
I was expecting more of the Cheerwine soda flavor. I wasn't expecting it to taste like a can of Cheerwine soda.
Right.
I just was expecting more of the Cheerwine and less of the wheat. And that isn't what I got.
Right.
I got exactly the opposite. I won't say it's bad. I can just say it's disappointing. If you are a Cheerwine fan, don't expect this to taste like a Cheerwine soda. You know, I could give it a neutral thumb.
Right.
That's about the best I can do. It's not terrible, and it's not great. I could drink it, but I wouldn't want another one.
Yeah.
And just the disappointment of the lack of sufficient Cheerwine flavor for me was disappointing.
I'm gonna give it 2. It's more like a wheat ale with a hint of Cheerwine at the front. If you gave me another one, I would drink it. But I wasn't expecting a sweetness like Terry's thinking. It came forward as an ale.
Well, it's good that you would, if I gave you another one, you'd drink it because you're getting to take the other 3 home.
Oh, I am?
Yeah, from the 4-pack.
Great. I can go with that.
Because I'm not going to drink them. So, okay. Well, like I said, it's not terrible. And if you handed me one, I'd drink it, but I just wouldn't ask for another one. So, this is Spec Ops 56. And my cameraman, John, saying, stay tuned, we got more coming. Till then, this is Spec Ops 56 saying,
Cheers.
so long. Yeah.